Yeah, why'd you hang up?
Oh, my date's wrong on here. You're getting skinnier by the moment.
Come on, boy.
50.8. 51.8. I think I'm going to go with that one. 51.6.
Okay.
51.4.
What do you think? 51.6?
51.2.
That's cute, cutie. That's cutie.
51.2. How about 51.4?
Sounds good. Big boy. This works much better. It's not as scary. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Come on, mister. Come on, little Bubba. We don't want you to get used to it coming in the service area. Little baby. It's only about 1 centimeter long. Hi.
This is her in there. Calm down.
I got your nose. I got your nose. I got your nose. I got your nose.
Come here, let's rub your belly. Let's rub your tummy. Is that, are you
So,
too big? Is that
owie.
under your eye?
Owie. Seems pretty pink.
Here in the U.S., over 50,000 reticulated python skins are imported every year, and thousands of python skin products are bought. Pythons help maintain an ecological balance. For example, they eat mice and other rodents that are harmful to crops. A python can lay up to 100 eggs at a time. Some species coil around their eggs, then contract their muscles rapidly to provide heat and incubation. If allowed to live, a python may grow to be more than 30 feet in length. Contrary to popular myths, the python skin and other reptile skins are not slimy. They seldom attack humans unless aggravated and are usually no more dangerous than household cats. Help pythons survive by avoiding products made from all reptile skins. All species of sea turtles are also endangered. They are long-distance swimmers of the deep. Sea turtles born in Texas have been found
Images could resonate in the mind of a visitor. I wanted the words to have something to do with the whole experience of coming to a zoo, the animals, the people, the situations, a place to synthesize the experiences. And above all, I wanted my work to bring a reflective mode, to make a quiet alcove. I like using a plain, ordinary park bench as a place for listening, to listen and hear thoughts and ideas composed in a writer's language, a place to close your eyes and listen.
Just listen. Humans are the talking animals. The world is ours to name. Perhaps in animals we see silent stretches of space, time, even a familiar land where in the field, the plain, and lest I forget, in the darkness of night, animals are seeing me long before I know.
A moment filled by the senses of sight, smell, and hearing. These are the sensory stimuli that link people and animals, if only for an instant.
The individual animal is a site inscribed with facts and numbers. Layer upon layer, the data is piling up, until, in a generous moment, a slight glimmer, as an elephant waters the ground, a wolf howls skyward, a sloth nuzzles its own kind. These simple acts of watering and howling and nuzzling have the effect of wiping clean the slate inscribed with layers of information. and the animals glimpsed are like what we imagine knowledge to be. It is the sound of them that holds you. It is the scent of them that holds you. It is
Research are helping to save the last of a noble species that is balancing on the edge of survival. Woodland Park Zoo is participating in the Species Survival Plan for lowland gorillas. For information on species survival plans and on conservation organizations working to save the habitats of endangered species, please inquire at the Education Center.
Change is necessary but expensive. A zoo bond issue passed by voters in 1985 will provide the basic funding, but private donations are the key. Every dollar raised from business in the community is matched by $3 from public bond sales. The investment is worth it. Woodland Park is a great zoo and getting better. Better for the animals, visitors, the community, and you.
I think it's going to be a very substantial leader in setting the tone for what zoological parks ought to be. It's not going to be a Disneyland, and it's not going to be the biggest zoo. It's not going to have the most animals, but it's going to present in a quality way the kind of exhibits that I think exemplify Seattle and our pride in what we are.
Now Woodland Park Zoo faces its greatest challenge. Plants and animals are becoming extinct in the world at the alarming rate of one species per day.
This gorilla is going ahead there. What's your location?
A little bit jumpy teeth.
Oh, people behind the post.
Elephant, this is Helen. Horticulture, Mike. Right.
Come on.
Yeah, Mike, the plane ship, when do you expect delivery on those? Well, we actually want to
Some call it the Great Land. It's a beautiful land with scenic wonders to amaze and delight the senses. It's a land with few inhabitants of the human persuasion. Of course, that doesn't mean no one calls this land home. This land is the Alaskan taiga, and we aim to bring a piece of it to Seattle. You see, there are some native Alaskans in Seattle who need a new home. You've probably seen them hanging around the Woodland Park Zoo. There's big, fuzzy Kodiak bears and cheerful little river otters, always looking for a good time, kind of like a little buddy of mine back in Skagway. There's the most sophisticated example of uncivilization. It will be a place where newborn animals will grow up amidst familiar sights and smells and sounds of native habitats, free to roam without visible barriers. Human visitors will gain a better appreciation for and understanding of the animals that enrich our planet by viewing them in more natural settings. Changing exhibits will provide an even broader opportunity to become familiar with animal visitors from zoos throughout the world. And visitor amenities throughout the zoo will be upgraded to provide a first-class family environment. It is an ambitious plan. It is changing the way we think about zoos. And it is a plan that everyone in the Northwest can be proud of. The Woodland Park Zoo needs your support if the 10-year plan is to succeed. You can become involved through contributions, the Zoo Parent Program, and other sponsor programs. The Taiga exhibit is the next step, one that will bring Alaska closer than ever to the rest of the Pacific Northwest. It will be an exhibit that Alaskans can be proud of, and one that will inspire visitors to discover more.
Imagine yourself in Alaska. It is a panoramic postcard. Everything is an image of nature. Animals are abundant. They're everywhere. It's really one of the last frontiers. Here at the Woodland Park Zoo, we're designing and building the Northern Trail exhibit, which is essentially a recreation of the Alaska experience. Much of the exhibit is designed around the concept of replicating the taiga, which is a fascinating band of coniferous forests that rings the northern latitudes of the Earth.
The bald eagle is one of the largest and most magnificent of birds in North America. In the Northern Trail, we'll have a bald eagle exhibit in which we hope to be able to show the birds very naturally. The visitors will have a viewing platform which will have no wires, no bars, no mesh, and they'll be able to look in to see the birds perched naturally and flying through the exhibit and feeding in a stream or pools. Woodland Park Zoo has a long-term commitment to bald eagles. For more than 20 years, we've had a rehabilitation program.
Wolves are really kind of the marathon runners of the animal world. They can lope for hours at about 5 miles an hour, kick it up to 25 miles an hour for 30 minutes easily, and then still have enough stamina to hit 40 miles an hour in a rush on a kill. With this particular exhibit, we hope to educate the people on the value of the wolf, the role it plays within its ecosystem, and hopefully people will gain a better appreciation for the animal as an individual and as a species. Besides the wolves in our new exhibit area, we will also feature mountain goats, snowy owls, and the red fox. It's interesting to note that the red fox is now the most widely spread representative of the wild dogs, which is a position that was once held by the wolves.
Among the things we looked at during our research trip to Alaska were the kinds of habitats that each of the animals we're going to feature in the Northern Trail lived in, so that we could replicate those habitats as correctly as possible. For example, we found that Brown bears, grizzly bears, spent a lot of time along wide, gravelly, braided rivers, and so our grizzly bear habitat in the Northern Trail will replicate that landscape. The amount of work that goes into planning and constructing an exhibit as complex as the Northern Trail is just immense. It took us 2
No, they were just exactly like the sunlight.
Oh, Michael, look at the fishy. He probably got worse than Sun Knucklehead. What? He probably got worms. Sun's probably got like... He got, yeah. That body guy. Oh, yeah?
Okay, why don't one of you come, one of you girls come, and help him swim, knock it out of the spot, then put it in the ground.
Are you filming, Peggy?
Yeah.
Actually, we don't want more. Okay, I need another shovel.
You just packed one.
Yeah, there's only one now.
Me?
Well, you should have
Big
been already
trees.
hit, yeah.
Well, you know,
By
we
today.
don't know what his birth weight was because...
Yeah, but by today,
Yeah.
because that's what his neonatal exam was 2 weeks ago.
So maybe he might have been about 25
Hi,
pounds on
let's
the
see your
Saturday
teeth.
because it was
Ooh, let's see your
the Monday
teeth.
when he was 28, right?
Oh, they're getting ready. They're getting ready to break. Mmm, yummy. Mmm, hi. Good boy. Mmm. Boy, that's a nice look. You're all ready to break the gum. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good big boy. Oh, nice little ears. Let's see if your ears are dirty. You've got nice clean ears. I love this little...
Is buried in the ground.
We
When
define
the bench is empty of visitors, the sound is interrupted until someone else comes along and sits down.
The animals remind us.
Then this duet
they are
of
not
animals
performing
and
at
people
all.
can continue.
Their life.
The center bench is not equipped with speakers.
The bench with no sound keeps the site from being dominated by a single experience. I also wanted to have the words spoken by people of different nationalities, ages, cultures, a mix of male and female speakers. In a metaphorical way, I wanted to hear diverse voices, diverse ideas, and reflect diverse thoughts, to open the listener to diverse beings. And by that, I mean animals of the imagination, as well as captive animals and non-captive animals. We spend so much time looking at the animals and not really seeing them. I want listeners to realize that animals are individuals too. If we can realize this, it may affect the...
Gorillas are social animals and usually live in family groups called troops. The babies play and get into mischief together. Infants remain very close to their mothers until another baby is born, usually about every 4 years. When the baby gets strong enough, it often rides on its mother's back. The troop leader is an adult male called a silverback. Adult males are called silverbacks because the hair on their back turns to silvery gray when they mature at about the age of 11. silverbacks protect the females and infants in their troop. Gorilla troops vary in size from 5 to 35 members. When gorillas are angry, they rarely engage in they don't like. Gorillas enjoy eating the leaves, stems, and shoots of many different forest plants. Even though gorillas are like us in many ways, there is still much to learn about them. The existence of the gentle gorilla has been threatened by illegal hunting, human warfare, and habitat destruction until populations have become so small that the gorilla is now listed as an endangered species. In Africa, anti-poaching patrols have been set up to protect the gorillas from poachers.
Today, many tourists travel to Africa to see gorillas in their natural habitat. This generates enough foreign income to make gorillas an important economic asset.
This economic importance, combined with education, conservation, protection, and in the herds of game on which lions depend for food. Today, wild lion populations are found only in wildlife reserves or very remote areas.
To save lions, a whole food chain has to be saved. And to save a whole food chain, an entire habitat must be preserved.
Today, many tourists travel to Africa to see lions and other savanna wildlife. This generates enough money to make wildlife reserves an important economic asset. We encourage you to support wildlife reserves and other conservation efforts that consider the importance of habitat and ecological relationships between lions, other savanna species, and people. While lions are not as threatened as many other African species, their future is definitely only with their own bodies after they die. This powerful cycle brings to the African savanna an abundance of wildlife living in a balance that fluctuates according to the natural rhythms of life. Approximately the size of Connecticut, the Serengeti has remained almost untouched by humans for all of our history, except for the last 250 years. Our initial impact was small. The nomadic patterns of Maasai herders, followed by the animal's natural migrations and diseases, kept cattle and human numbers low. Today, however, tremendous human population growth has put severe pressure on savanna ecosystems. In some areas, meat and trophy hunting has also taken its toll. The combination of overpopulation, habitat destruction,